Thanks for joining us in this important video. Unfortunately, a young child was sent to the hospital during a recent camping trip, and this is something we didn't know about, but this is really important information that we thought you would want to know. So we have that story, but we have another story that you're going to want to know also.
So the first part of this video, we're going to dive into the latest RV registration numbers, and unfortunately, they're not as good as we would hope, or good at all. Actually, RVbusiness.com retail registrations declined 11.9% during February 2025. This is dated April 7th. So this as always comes from statistical surveys. The trend of year-over-year decreases in the retail registration data continued in February 2025. This continues the trend of year-over-year declines, actually dating back to 2023.
So just think about that. There hasn't been an increase in RV sales. We're talking about registrations, that's sales since 2023. That's 2+ years now. The retail shipments have been going up. We did a video about RV shipments. We'll link that up above. But we want to give you some quick numbers on here. For the United States, of course, the towables are always the highest. We're going to talk about sales. So for travel trailers, February of 2025, there was a 12.4% decrease over February of 2024. Fifth wheels showed a 9.2% decrease. Camping trailers, a 39.1% decrease. Park models were positive at 40.3% increase. Now we'll move on to the motorized.
So Class A motorhomes, as we've seen for quite a while, were down 19.7%. Class Bs were down 30.7%. And Class Cs were increased. This is good. This increased 8.9%.
Now moving on to Canada, travel trailers had a 25.8% decrease. Fifth wheels had a 20.9% decrease. Camping trailers were down 33.3%, and park models were down 100%.
So the motorized in Canada, Class A's were down 20%. Now these numbers again are very small. We're talking about 16 units versus 20 units, down 20%. Class B's were down 17.2%, and Class C's were down 24.6%.
So what does this mean for you? What does that mean for us since we are in the market? That means there are a lot of RVs out there. There are a lot of motorized out there.
We have been looking, yes.
Yeah,
we're finding a lot.
There's a lot out there now. You got to go look at them. Some of them are not all that great. Some are really nice, but everything is negotiable. It is a buyer's market. And this is going to bring us to our next story, and this is from RV Travel. It's dated April 5th, 2025. The title is An RV Campfire Horror Story, Why You Should Never Burn Fresh Wood. Now, this is, again, something that we did not know. We never even thought about it. But when you read it, we're like, well, yeah, I mean, we should have thought about that. It makes a lot of sense.
What happened in this story is quite alarming. So there were recently a group of RVers who were enjoying a campfire. There were some workers nearby cutting down trees, offered them some of the fresh wood. The next morning, a 10-year-old camper awoke with red blotches across her face, swollen eyes, and puffy cheeks. Seemed like an allergic reaction, but it actually turned out to be a very severe case of contact dermatitis. After going to the doctor, the pediatrician explained to them, and they told them they had burned fresh cut wood. The doctor explained that the wood likely contained remnants of poison ivy or poison oak, plants known to harbor, and this is what causes the issue, urushiol, which is a toxic oil responsible for severe allergic reactions. In some cases, you can get anaphylaxis. I mean, this can be really, really dangerous.
The child was able to recover with medication and time. They were able to recover. So freshly cut wood, especially when sourced with areas of overgrown vegetation, can harbor these poisonous vegetation, such as poison ivy, poison oak, even poison sumac. So when the wood is burned and that vegetation is not dried out and it's not removed, it could release that chemical, that oil, into the smoke, hits you in the face, you could have an allergic reaction. So what can you do as RVers? Well, use seasoned wood. Use seasoned wood that you know where it comes from. We're very fortunate, and we don't take advantage of it. We have trees come down by us all the time, like oak and maple. They just, the wind comes and takes them and they go down. So you want to choose wood such as oak, maple, hickory, or cherry. These woods not only burn more efficiently, but they don't carry any of those contaminants.
Now, as tempting as it might be to see fresh wood, oh, we don't have to buy firewood. We'll just take this and use it. Again, it can contain that urushiol found in these toxic plants that can cause the issue that this girl unfortunately experienced.
You want to inspect the wood. If you're gathering wood on your own, inspect any signs of unwanted vegetation. When in doubt, if you see it, just don't burn it. And we found if you burn freshly cut wood and it's not dry, you get a lot of smoke and everything.
Yeah.
It's just not fun. The other alternative is propane. However, just be careful. Some campgrounds you've been to, they don't allow you to use propane stoves.
So quick recap, don't use freshly cut wood, use seasoned wood.
And make sure you know what's on the wood.
Yes.
Now, this is from RV Travel, and usually they have a link to the original story. There's no link on here, so it's kind of like they're reporting, but we don't know if this is actually a true story. We assume it is.
I'm guessing it is because it's on here, but if you've heard of it.
We want your feedback from the experienced RVers, the outdoorsmen. Is this true? Is this something that you've seen happen? Has it happened to you, or do you know that it can happen? Put it in the comments below, because we all learn from this. If you like videos like this, to the left of us, we'll put our RV news playlist. We'll also put our RV newbies playlist, and for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll see you on the road.
Looking for a sunset, digging deep since 9